welcome to the channel. This is Nihal and you're watching Not Just Another Channel. Today we got a slightly unique product for you. Obviously it's a tech product, but something that's more in the non-smartphone category or speaker category, Bluetooth category. For those who have pets, you'll enjoy this. Most of us love our pets, and obviously we want to keep an eye on them when we're not around to see if they're up to any mischief, or if you can't spend time with them, we would like to kind of coax them to make sure that at least you're watching. You can hear mine at the back. I just left him out, so he wants to come back in. So courtesy of the insiders, I got something called as the Pawbo Plus to kind of review. It is something like your smart home camera, say it's like the Nest or your Hive or whatever, but with a slightly unique touch. So out of the box, it has a 720p camera, a 130 degree wide angle camera. So it's got a speaker which can actually talk to your pet via an app, the Pawbo Play app, as well as you've got the microphone, so you can actually listen to your pet respond if your pet decides to respond, that is. And the best of all, it's got a treat dispenser, so you can actually dispense treats by putting in them, and you can time them, or you can actually talk to them and then give them treats. So this retails for around 150 pounds, just this one. And I've got another thing called as the Pawbo Flash. So this actually combines something called as the Pawbo theme park. There are multiple utilities or other items that you can actually add and make it a full set. Say if your cat likes to play with catnip or any other stuff, you can actually go to the Pawbo website and order them. So let's see what this thing can do. It is not very heavy, so the size probably looks like a standard a smart home camera. So let's quickly get the unboxing started. So on the side they actually mention you can actually have a couple of barcode for those with iOS and those with Android, so you can actually scan and download the app. I've got an Android phone, so I've actually downloaded the smartphone app onto my phone already. Nicely packaged, so you can actually see this. Looks pretty sturdy. It's made out of plastic, so you can actually see it's got a speaker at the back. It's got two wall mounters, so you can actually, if you want to keep this away from your pet, if you've got a nosy pet who likes to put things down, so you can actually mount this. It's got a WPS button, so this actually works via Wi-Fi, so it actually connects to your home Wi-Fi. It's got a power connector, and then it's got the ability to open this thing out, so you can actually got a tray to dispense treats. So actually I can put preset number of treats in there, and then you can actually put it back in. So you can hear the click sound. This is where the actual wide angle camera is. Apparently you can do I think up to 3x zoom. One of the features is that you can actually put out a laser beam, so cats who like to play, if you've seen videos on YouTube of cats playing with laser pointers, you can actually engage your pet with laser pointers and have them play around with this. So this is this. Let me put that down, and then let's get started with the flash. The looks of this, if you actually see, it's a nice design, so you can actually have a cat's face with the actual flash protruding from inside. A cute design. Standard documentation. So you actually see this is what the flash looks like. Yeah, so there are a couple of grooves at the back here, smart ones, where you can actually just place this here and it just plugs in. And then you can actually plug this in back into this, so it needs power, so you can then actually take the power adapter and then connect it. So this Pawbo Plus box has the remaining accessories you need. Yep. It's got a plug adapter which just plugs in here. Okay, so let's try this quickly. So this is now connected to the power supply, and what the instruction says is, if you can actually notice the blinking red light, it means that it's actually ready for setup. So I've already, as I mentioned before, I've already downloaded the Pawbo app. So on my smartphone, I've got an Android smartphone, so I'm just going to turn that on, and now it says Pawbo is waiting, add a Pawbo. So let's see, add a Pawbo. Tap yes, red light is blinking, tap next to continue. It asks you for your Wi-Fi password, and the small drawback of this is only works on the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so just make sure you are connected to that. Just enter the Wi-Fi password. Pawbo's connecting to wireless AP. It says there's a timer countdown. It says around 79 seconds. Okay. So,
Wi-Fi success.
So if you actually say it spoke something, it says Wi-Fi connection success. So if you actually see this, it says it was successfully able to find the Pawbo. So it's asking me to click the next button and input your Pawbo password. If this is a new Pawbo or reset, enter the default password. Okay, enter your Pawbo's name. Give my dog's name. And your Pawbo is successfully installed. Your Pawbo's name is XYZ. Enjoy your Pawbo. So it's as simple as that. So it's probably the entire process took around 2 minutes or so. So now let's test some video. Let's see. If you actually see the Pawbo is actually connected, and if you can actually see this, you can't see my face, or probably you can see the face, but you can actually see it's actually streaming. So you can see motion there. If you can actually see that. So I'll just quickly run through the app. So there is an option to do the laser pointer. You've got a camera app, you got a video recorder, you got a mic, so if you want to speak through it, you got a treat dispenser, and you got this noise. Let's see what it does. So it took a picture. Can you see that? It took a picture. Delete. And then, so you can actually see the laser pointer on my, I don't know if you can you see it on my t-shirt? It actually controls the laser pointer. So if you want to play with your pet, there you've got it. Okay. I don't want the laser in my eye. And there's an auto mode. So there's an auto mode which causes the laser to move by itself. So if you need to, if you don't hold the button, you've got an auto mode which actually constantly keeps moving the laser around, keeping your pet busy. Let me turn that off. So let's quickly test the mic. So I've put it on mute. Hello? 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 Sorry about that. Obviously a feedback loop because of the number of mics and in the vicinity. There is a duck here. I don't know what that duck is actually. I need to probably read up on the app a bit, but a quick run through of all the features. Pretty good. So far so good. I don't know. I don't know what this does yet. So let's see what the home does. So if once you turn this on, it gives you a beep, so you know it's on. So there's a settings button also where you can actually change some settings on this, like password or QR code. This QR code is for, you can generate if you want to share the stream with multiple people in the family. You can actually set a QR code. So this allows you to kind of share this access to this device with multiple people. Okay, coming back to the video again. So I'm going to show you what it looks like so you can actually see my face. Obviously there is a bit of a lag between this and the device, or probably also depends on your Wi-Fi connection. The video quality is not full HD 720p, so it is not the greatest, but still watchable. So if you're actually, this is only for kind of monitoring your pets, which is still good enough. Clarity is not that great, so that's not probably the most important factor of these. So you can see the thing sitting on the top here. You can actually switch it on by, there's a power button on the side. So you actually click it for 3 seconds and then you can see, you should be able to see a red light. Yeah, you can actually see the red light here. And then what it is actually meant for dark light situations. So if you're not at home or you're coming late in the night, you're not turned on the lights, or you don't have smart lights. Not everybody has smart home lights. So if this is connected, what this does is it has an ambient sensor. So depending on the time of day or the lighting condition, these actually emit a soft light. So let me just cover that, so if you actually see that, so you can actually see that lighting up. So let me turn off the lights at the back as well, so you can actually see these. This is what it looks like in dark conditions. So you can actually see that the dark light conditions are pretty good because it automatically turns on. I think that's the only thing it probably does. So to secure this thing on this, obviously there are grooves at the back which actually go into 2 other grooves provided here, and there's a kind of a plastic tape, sorry, a sticky tape there you can actually peel off, and then this kind of makes it more permanent. I've got a follower, Buster Bunny GSD, so when I was actually getting the treats, he came running after me for the smell of the treats. So I'm going to use him as a guinea dog to test the treat dispenser. So this is actually how the tray looks. You can't put too many big treats in there because obviously the exit hole is not that big, so please choose your treats wisely. So I'm just going to put some treats in there. You can see an eager bunny waiting there. This is what the treat dispenser looks like. It's not very big, so it's not meant to feed your pet. It's meant to kind of hold small tidbit snacks which you can dispense. There are 8 slots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 10 slots, so 10 snacks, small snacks can actually fit. For this purpose I didn't have tiny ones, so I just kind of broke it up into pieces. So I'm just going to put this in there and hope that it works. Do you want another treat? Buster, do you want another treat? Look at that. Do you want another one? Oh! Another treat there. Do you want another one? See there. So that was the quick rundown, setup and the working of the Pawbo Plus. So for all you pet lovers out there, I think this is a handy device, something I would love to have because my wife and myself do work, and when we're not at home, we're obviously worried about how Buster's doing. So if you have a pet who's kind of has a bit of nervousness when you're not around, if you're worried about what they're doing, so this gives you a good chance of to be able to look at your pet without having monthly subscriptions and things like that, and you can actually calm them down by speaking to them, giving them a bit of a comfort. So obviously this retails for around £150. This thing I think retails, the flash set retails for around £25, but through the Insiders program I was able to get it for a nominal deposit with the option of returning back. So I'd like to thank the Insiders. Obviously this is not a paid program, so they're not paid me to advertise, but still I'd like to thank the Insiders for giving me the opportunity to test this thing. Pawbo, it is a good product. Would I buy it for myself? I have been looking at products like these, but I didn't find something that's all engaging. I have a smart home camera. Yes, it can do most of the things it does. You can get it at probably the fraction of the price. Things like Xiaomi or even the Nest, you can actually get it. But can it do all this thing for a pet? No. It also has alerts, so you can actually set up alerts, so it can actually detect and recognize your pet, and it can actually alert you if there's something else in the room with your pet. So yes, I would buy this. Obviously it is not cheap. It is not cheap, but I think if you love your pet more, like most of us do, I would buy this in a flash, no pun intended. So if you do like this video, if you feel this has been helpful to you, please do like and subscribe to the channel. You can find my Instagram or my Facebook pages in the description below. I will also leave a link to the Insiders program, as well as all the other information that you require regarding Pawbo. Thank you again, and you have a good day. Bye bye. So I think it just sits on top of your Pawbo, or probably something like that. So I'm going to click on the treat icon. Let's see. Come on. Come. Still finding wording through the. So I'm going to click on the treat dispenser button, and let's see if we can capture this.